Hello everyone, it's Geisha. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I make these stamps from everyday items. So they don't have to be intricate. Very simple stamps make very nice patterns. So we're going to keep it simple. First I'll show you a few stamps I made. This is made from puzzle pieces. This is strips cut from a meat tray or some styrofoam. This is also a meat tray and I grooved in patterns with my knife. Then I used a pencil to make the grooves wider. Here I've used fun foam. I just used a pen to make marks. Here I cut circles out of fun foam. Here I actually have used paper clips that I glued onto my base. Here I punched holes with a hole punch out of the foam. Again, using the styrofoam as a base and making lines with my knife and then going back in with my pencil. I find that if I use my knife first, I get better lines. My pencil wants to go off, so that's why I use a knife first. Triangles. And here I've doodled some circles. And as you can see, I've used them all. I had to test them, see if it works. So my base is simple cardboard, but I do 3 or 4 layers. Let's do 4 layers. This is very thin stuff. I do 3 or 4 layers so that I have a handle on my stamp. What I also like to do is alternate how the grooves go inside the cardboard. This also makes the stamp sturdier and flatter so that the stamp doesn't curve. And I'll be using regular Alliance glue to glue these together. When I've glued them all together, I will put this aside and I will put something heavy on top. This is my cup with tools and it's pretty heavy so that the glue will bond. In the meantime, while that is drying, I will cut my shapes, and this time I am going to cut sort of squares and they don't have to be precise. So I think I want them a little off. Now this might be too big. I might want to have some smaller ones. We'll see how it fits on the surface. In the meantime, I'll show you what I do with a piece of styrofoam. So let's do squares also. So first I will draw my lines with my knife and on purposely not all straight. Then I will get a pencil or a pen, will work too, and I will just push in the grooves. And I don't like square edges, so I might cut a corner, cut a curve in one of the sides, and I will also mount this to I will mount this on the back of the other one. I'm pretty sure that will work. Make sure you have, like here I don't have room to hold on to the base. I will hold my stamp like this, and again I'm using just regular Alliance glue. I'll put it on here. Now I'll flip it upside down so that the glued side is there, and I will put something heavy on top. First I'm going to put my box on top, and then I'm going to put my cup on top, and I'm going to wait for this to dry. Alright, this should be dry by now. Yeah, it is secured. So now I will look at my squares I cut, and they're indeed way too big. So I will be cutting everything down a bit. I don't know if it's the weather, but this foam is very staticky and clings to my fingers. So I will cut them all a bit smaller and lay them out a bit. I think this looks good. So I'm just going to dab a bit of glue. I will dab it on here. It's easier for me to put the glue on the cardboard than on the pieces of foam. Again, I will flip it upside down and I'll put my cup on it. Maybe I can do something with these on the bottom of this stamp. This is so staticky, it's not funny anymore. Okay, I have another stamp that I might want to put that on the back of. So I'm gonna see what I can come up with as a design to have these on here. That looks good. My stamps are dry, so I'm gonna put them aside. And the next thing I thought is, what if I push brads through one layer of cardstock and layer my bases and then see how that stamps. So I'm getting a pokey tool and I'm just randomly making holes, not really watching where I'm going, and I hope they're going to be a bit random. Then I grab my brads, and these are the little ones, poke them through and open it up, and then I will push on it a bit to make them flat. So I will be filling the rest up with this one, and I have another brad that is bigger. So I'll be trying the same thing. First I want one brad in because I'm not sure how much space I have. I might clip this off later. And I will do the same thing here. Make some holes and add more brads. So I did the same thing with the large brads, but they had very long legs. So I've been using my cutting tool and cutting them off so that they don't overlap each other, because that creates thickness. And again, I will open them up and flatten them with the back of my tool here. Here are the two with the brads. Here the little ones, here the big ones. And when I push these in, I kind of damaged some of the heads. So here we now have all the stamps, and we'll see how everything prints out. I will clear this away and then I will get my jelly plate out. So I had made these stamps for the gel plate, and then I'm thinking, what if I try them out on with a regular stamp and then stamp them out on paper? So I've used StazOn ink in different colors to try and what works to stamp out the stamp. So here's my puzzle piece. Didn't do too good of a job. Here I have the Styrofoam stamp, also not very clear. But everything that I made using the fun foam works real well with regular ink. And this one, that's this one, that's this one. And the dots you see is the stamp that I made with the brads. They don't work well with regular ink. So now I'm going to use my gel plate to make some prints with my stamps. And here's Misty, who wants some attention. So here I have another stamp I made. Yesterday evening I was thinking about, what if I stack cardboard pieces in an irregular fashion and then glue them together. So I had them on a flat surface while I glued them together like this. And yeah, now I'm curious to how this one prints out. Let's give this a go. So here I have my gel plate, and it's protected by a cutting board so that if I put something on there, it won't mar the gel plate, because once it's marred, it's there for forever. So I also have a piece of cellophane or cling wrap on it to keep it from drying out. And if I know I'm doing a lot of gel printing, then I will leave it in place, and otherwise I will put it away. So let's do some printing. First we're going to put some paint on the plate. And the other day I saw this lady using purple and a yellow. Now if it's too dark, you're going to make brown, but add a little bit more yellow than purple. I really like this color. So it's my brayer, and there was excess paint on the roller, so I just rolled it off on a piece of scrap paper. Here I have a background paper. Now we're going to push a stamp onto my plate here, and then we're going to see how this turns out. So here I have a clean piece of paper, and basically what I'm doing is I'm transferring paint with my stamp to a piece of paper. And I could make a nice pattern over here, but I want just my stamp to be clean again so that I can pick up more paint. And I wiggle a little bit so that I get as much paint off as I want. Now I'm going to try my cardboard stamp, see if that works. Not so sure. Let's try one more over here. Okay. Now I'm going to see how my brad stamp is going to work. If it's going to work. Wiggle a little bit. Oh, I think I wiggled a bit too much. Here is the one with the styrofoam. See how that goes. I'll put that right here. And because I have two on this stamp, I can't push too hard, because then I might damage this stamp. So that's why the handle is on the side. I think I like that one. How about this one? We'll put this in the middle here. Okay, that looks good. I know I have one with little dots. I have a little area here. I can put dots. See how this one works. And I know I might overlap a few stamps, but... And see how this works? Paperclip. All right. Now I'm going to grab a background, grab the corners, line the corners up as good as possible, and rub all over. Let's see what we got. Okay, so that is the cardboard. It's very disappointing, actually. I had hoped for more defined structure there. I think those were the brads. Not very defined. Paper clips, not very defined. I think anything with fun foam works best. They have the clearest pattern and they pick it up. Although this is from the styrofoam. That's doing a good job too. But yeah, the brads didn't do anything. The paper clips didn't do anything. So, all right. I'm going to put the plastic back on. Okay, hang on. So now I can probably pull another print. It'll be very vague. All right, I like that maybe even better. So, and then when I'm done, I will put my cling wrap on top. And I'm not too worried about the creases in the cling wrap because they are quite insignificant. It's not a hard surface that will make dents in the plate. And this cutting board has a smooth side and a rough side, so the smooth side goes down. Well, there you have it. I hope you liked the video, that it was useful to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.